Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am Trooper Steve, your traffic safety expert on this beautiful, beautiful Memorial Day here in the United States and really across the world. Several ways of this holiday is celebrated, but here, Memorial Day, something to remember, is about those who have died in uniform. And I thought, let's talk about something military related, something good, something positive that is really making a good impact on our community. So I wanted to welcome a guest today. We haven't had a guest in the truck in quite some time, so I'm going to welcome in Mr. Rivera here. Sir, welcome in.
Trooper Steve, finally.
How are you,
Good,
sir?
good.
I have Mr. Charles Rivera here. Welcome in, sir.
Well, thank you, sir.
We'll go for a little drive.
Yeah.
Buckle up a little bit. I was just saying how absolutely gorgeous it is outside today.
It's gorgeous today.
I always say every day's nice because we got to wake up. Where it's a blessing. But there are some days where you hit the road and you're like, man, it is ugly as all get up outside.
Nah, this is Florida beautiful, as they call it.
Yeah, we're at 90 degrees plus today. What, 200% humidity? Obviously, just a good Memorial Day. You're an Air Force vet.
Yes, proud veteran. I served from 1977 to 83.
Okay.
4 years active, 2 years inactive.
What'd you do?
The military, they like to give complicated names to simple things.
To simple things, right.
Right, so I was an electronic communications cryptographic systems repairman.
So you need 2 business cards in order just to fit the title on it.
Exactly. But the plain English terminology is I repaired encryption devices so you can communicate classified information. So it didn't matter if it was telephone or digital computer data. If you were transmitting top secret stuff, it had to go through my equipment.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
so you probably got to see some interesting stuff go through you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, the bad thing about it was that the only picture I have of me working is the front door of my office because it said top secret, no entrance.
Right, but anything in there, you probably had to put your stuff into a little cubby, all that fun stuff. Cell phones weren't a big thing then.
In the
70s.
Are you kidding me?
So I was stationed in Korea in 06, and well after your time in service, but in 06, and obviously a high PL rated base, so a lot of security levels there, and we had little lock boxes. Drop your phone off there, go through a scanner, make sure no electronics on you and stuff like that. Now, what was training like? Where were you based out of during your time?
Well, basic training for the Air Force was Lackland Air Force Base. So then, and turns out my tech school was also
lucky you.
Yeah, lucky me. But like most tech schools in the military, maybe 8, 12, maybe 16 weeks. Mine was 32 weeks long.
Wow.
So I was there for a while.
Okay.
But it set my foundation. To be able to repair electronics equipment. That got me a foot in the door in the computer repair business. Did that for 40 years, and that paid the bills. And part of the reason I'm doing what I'm doing now is to kind of pay back, because if it wasn't for the Air Force and the top training that they gave me, I couldn't have been as successful as I am now.
You said that. So I preach almost exactly what you just said.
Oh, okay.
That. A lot of people look at, I don't want to do 20 years in the military, or you don't have to.
No.
The military is a tool that allows you to have resources to be used for the rest of your life. To this day, I only did 4 years active, 2 years reserve.
Right.
Sounds familiar. And to this day, I still use things that I learned, character traits, just good human skills. To this day, and when you're talking about continuing to serve, like there's not I don't know many veterans that get out and just stop. In some way, they want to continue, and that's what you're doing now.
Yes.
So after you got out, and after you had a career in your civilian version of your job, what are you doing now? You've got this shirt on. It says Seniors Helping Seniors.
Yes.
You're openly admitting, I'm a senior.
Oh, yes.
And I'm helping seniors. talk to me a little bit about this program that you're involved with.
The beauty of seniors versus seniors is that they have a different approach to taking care of the elderly.
Okay.
All right. So what they do is they hire mature people. Most of them are over 40.
Okay.
Okay. And when they hire you, they ask you, what is it that you're willing to do? What is it that you're willing not to do? And they pair you up with people that have that need those skill sets. Whether you're taking them to doctor's appointment, helping them grocery shopping.
It almost sounds like a buddy program.
Yeah. For the most part. I mean, I had one client where the wife had to go away with his sister, and she just wanted someone to keep her husband company because she didn't want to
come
leave
by,
him alone.
check on him, hang out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and so I'm telling you, some of the adventures I had one veteran. God, I mean, he is an inspiration because he was in an explosion. He lost his hand. He literally has no feeling in his left hand. All right, and I went to go visit him to see, we can pair up, and we played pool, and he kicked my butt. All right, and I was like,
numb left hand,
with a numb left hand and a prosthetic. Okay, and I was like, dude, man, I'm in awe of you. The fact that you can still function after everything you've been through. So
now you said something to me out in the parking lot that you being a veteran, you're paired. A lot of the seniors you're taking care of are veterans themselves.
Yes, I'm fortunate that so far all of my clients have been veterans.
That's got to be pretty rewarding.
Oh no, it is, and as a vet, there's always a story to tell.
Oh, and if you've got a good one day, you're going to get a better one the next day.
Absolutely.
So talk to me a little bit about that. The vets that you are currently taking care of.
Like one of my favorite clients. It's an elderly couple. They're 91 years old.
A couple.
They're a couple. They met in assisted living when they were 87. They're 91 now. The husband is
so they're married now.
For the most part.
In their world,
in their world.
They're husband and wife.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They're very religious, So, but he was an Army lieutenant in the Army in Vietnam.
So wow, Vietnam guy. Okay.
Yeah. So and his trade, he was a chemical engineer, very smart, a world traveler, you name it. He's been there, and the two of them together, they go shopping, holding hands together. People come up to them and go, "Wow,
I'm an emotional dude, and that just got me choked up."
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think there is something so special about love at that age.
Yes.
Because it's all we got at that point.
No, yeah,
and it's all they have.
Absolutely right. Yes.
And well, they got you too. But.
Oh well. But again, that's where it becomes friendly, fun. She likes to keep me on my toes.
Okay.
And like
a whippersnapper kind of.
Oh, big time.
Okay.
And mentally, she's all there. Okay.
She former military as well, or no?
No, she's not.
But you would think she is.
Okay, no, but she comes from a family of all military. I believe she has 5 brothers. She told me that the combined service of the 5 of them was a crazy number, like 120 years of service between the 5 brothers.
Unbelievable.
And she's the only one that did not serve. And basically what she said was, her mom says, all of your brothers serve, you don't need to serve.
You're staying home.
Yes,
you're staying home.
Yes.
So when you got involved in this program, talk to me a little bit about the program itself. Where is it based out of? How's it work? People want to get involved. How could they get involved? Stuff like that.
Seniors Helping Seniors have a lot of locations. They're franchised and they're assigned different locations. So like on mine, I believe they cover, St. Johns County and 3 other counties.
Flagler and Volusia.
Exactly. So, but the thing is, all you have to go is go to seniorshelpingseniors.com. All right, and there, it's very easy to navigate through. All right, and if you're looking for services, they do a lot of, and most of them are not medical.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying. So they're not gonna, we're not gonna give someone an injection or medicines and stuff like that. We can help them, say, okay, hey, it's medicine to take, that you have to take and what have you. But we're there basically to help them in a non-medical way, as far as like, again, taking them to doctor's appointments, shopping, making sure their home is in a safe environment. The couple that I was taking care of, he actually hurt his arm really bad because the toilet seat broke and he fell off of it. So, we went to the hardware store, we got him in the toilet seat, put it in. Again, minor stuff, we're not going to do anything crazy.
I think what you're saying is, it sounds cliche what I'm about to say, but it's so magical because it sounds so simple for the services that you guys are providing, but for these individuals, this is life.
Yes.
This is something I'm sure they're looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure your guys and your gals that you're assigned can't wait to when they see you.
Mm-hmm.
They know they're going to get out of the house.
Oh, that's the thing right there. It's like I literally pull in. I hit the doorbell. It goes bing, and the door opens. Goes, let's go.
They don't even want no time to come inside.
Yeah, no time to come inside. Don't have to say hello. Come on, let's go.
So, with your vets that you are taking care of, how many do you have?
Right now, I have 2 steady clients that I see. I told you about the one couple. The other couple, he's an Air Force vet. He's 75 years old. And interestingly, he was enlisted. When he got done with Vietnam, he went back to school, got his degree, and retired as a psychiatrist. Okay, and so...
Unbelievable. Talk about determination.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And he's a super smart guy, very handy. But unfortunately, in Vietnam, he got exposed to a little bit of Agent Orange. And so now, now his, he's always tired. He still does things around the house, but it's like he'll do maybe 1 or 2 hours and then he has to take a nap. Okay. And so basically, I'm there to kind of help him function with the house as far as, if the house needs vacuuming, cleaning, mopping, organization. I had a nice contest with the wife where she goes, I can't walk into this closet. I go, how about this? All right, how about if I tell you I'm going to take everything out, put everything back, and not only are you going to have enough room, you're going to be able to walk into this walk-in closet. She goes, no way. And I'm like, listen, I'm just letting you know, I'm a Tetris master. I know how to play that game real good.
Right.
And then
boom.
I go, here we go. She goes, I can't believe you did that. And everything that was originally there is still there. And
you just organized it for her a little bit.
Right. Well, again, she had a lot of wasted space.
So how long have you been doing this with seniors?
Right now, it's a little less than a year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but
you enjoy it?
Oh, I absolutely enjoyed. I loved. Also to give you a little of my background,
please,
because I fixed computers for a living, I was an army of one wherever I went. So if hold on for our viewers, let me explain what this means for the military guy sitting next to me. This means wherever he went, he was treated like gold by the other units. Because if they needed something taken care of, it was going to be this guy to handle it, kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
So tell army of one.
Right, and so so it didn't matter if a computer data center or a hospital or a police station. I go in there, the servers are down, all right, but I'm there by myself working on the equipment. Okay, so my thing is that now that I'm retired, well, you know what, I don't want to work weekends. For most of my adult life, I worked second shift, either 4 to 12 or 1 to 9. So I wanted a day shift, no weekends, and I want to interface with people.
Interesting. So you got a lot of requests. Okay, and then you find this.
All right, and then I just love the fact that, all right, these are simple questions. What are you willing to do? Do you want to do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, yes, no. And then within 2 days, they got me a call. I get my first client. And it was absolutely perfect.
Wow. So, now, is this, and I've got to ask, is it a paid or volunteer program?
Oh, no, this is paid. I get paid by the hour, and
you get to pick your own schedule? Or is it based off a client?
No, it's based on the client, but it's also based on you. Like if I tell, now mind you, if they need me for 1 day to fill in, I have no problem working the weekends. I just don't want to work weekends all the time.
Got it. You just don't want that to be at your schedule.
Right, exactly. So, but with them, it's very, again, they're very flexible. They try to work with you, all right? And that's what I loved about it, is because of the flexibility and I'm, again, not overworked or anything like that. So, they keep me busy. For the most part. Like the one client, guaranteed once a week. All right, but then if there's doctor's appointments at the VA hospital,
You may have to do
right,
some
right.
other stuff.
I may have to do an extra shift or what have you. So, and that's the flexibility of it. And
What
they're manned 24/7.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter, Saturday at 4:00 in the morning. If I happen to be working that shift, oh, listen, I have an issue, blah blah blah. There's always somebody you can talk to, so you're never like alone where you have to make a decision by yourself.
Wow. So if that senior wanted to speak to their person, they could get at least somebody on the phone at any time.
Well, as in the caretaker, myself. Yeah.
Correct, is what I mean.
Yes, absolutely, yes. Mhm.
That's awesome. So for you, what's the most? Yeah, you get paid for it. Yeah, you're getting out the house. You still have a purpose. But what is it for you that is now? You're almost a year doing this. That like you seem really excited about this.
Oh, no.
You seem like you enjoy it.
Yes, I do.
You seem like there is a fire that gets hit with this. What are you enjoying so much about this specific program that affects you?
Well, again, number one, I'm helping veterans, but and elderly, again, their spouses and what have you. But I enjoy helping them and making a difference. So if I walk into a particular client and I see something dangerous, where like, hey, you know what? I think this is something that you may want to remove in case you trip over it. At the when I had my interview with Bridget, number one killer of the elderly. All right, it's not cancer, it's not a heart attack, it's not stroke, it's simply falling down.
Wow.
Number one killer.
I did not know that.
Okay, and so things like area rugs, coffee tables, okay,
The little things we don't even consider.
oh, you wouldn't think twice of it,
The
It's
bathroom
like-
rug when you're in the bath. I don't think about that.
No, but for them that's dangerous, because and mind you, the couple that I'm taking care of, all right, prior to me taking care of them, she tripped, fell, broke her neck, and was in the hospital for 2 months.
Lord.
And she's still going through physical therapy. She can look to the right, but she can't look to the left.
Okay.
All right, and she's still working on that. But again, something that could have easily be avoided, just by knowing that there's a danger there.
Now you and your wife, you're from the St. Augustine area. Where are you originally from?
We are transplanted New Yorkers. Okay.
Your wife's accent is thick. And
No, mine is thick.
You're hiding yours then because
Okay.
hers was now. Don't get me wrong. I know you're from the north just by your talking, but when your wife was talking, that's why I had to joke. Oh, you sound like you're from Texas, and she's like, "No way," kind of thing. Now, up in St. Augustine, what is the vet population like? I don't go up there. Like I said, I only go up there to the beaches for my dogs. But what is that veteran population like up in St. Augustine? Is there a big support group for veterans up in there?
There is a big support group. Like the one vet that I take, I always bring him to the VA clinic.
Okay.
Where he's got to do his follow-ups and what have you and stuff. And then because there are times where the VA clinic doesn't have the facility to take care of, whether it be a special X-ray,
Okay.
and what have you. Then I take them to like a normal facility that is sponsored through the VA.
So there are programs up there, so your guys and gals do get what they need.
Yeah,
and they're
but-
well taken care of.
Oh yes, and you know what? The people that work at the VA centers, I got to give them a shout out because
Please
they
do.
do so much. And they try. They really do try to help all veterans, and they
A lot of them are vets themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the red tape that I don't think people realize. It's not the people there that don't
right.
want to help.
Mhm,
It's the administrative process. It's the time that it takes from something to get to point A to point B and all this stuff. But the people who are working there, they want to be there.
Oh, absolutely.
And I love the fact that so many of our veterans, kind of like you, can't just let it go.
No.
It is something I say we drank the Kool-Aid, and we drank a lot of it. I went to Lackland too. I remember what you're talking about. I remember landing at the airport and hearing the taps down the terminal from the drill instructor boots walking down. I'll never forget that sound, or the gates opening at Lackland. And it's just something that I am so glad here at News 6 that we get to do stuff like this.
Now, how many different places did you go when you were in the Air Force?
So I was originally at Lackland, of course, then went through tech school. I went like you. Everybody's so excited to go across the country to somewhere else for their school, and I was staying right there, kind of thing. So,
in a basic training environment.
oh man, it was rough.
Yeah.
It was because then you're thinking you're free and clear, and the drill instructors are still there, and they don't like you doing certain things. So I did that. Then I got my first orders to Osan Air Base in South Korea.
Wow.
So I spent a year in South Korea. Then life got a little interesting. I got orders to Aviano. Then orders to, and it all happened very quickly because I got put on dignitary specialization.
Okay.
So I focused a lot on dignitary protection and quality control. I was a QC guy. Everyone loves a QC guy.
Of course.
So I did that and got stationed at Tyndall Air Force Base in Panama City.
Oh, okay.
And deployed twice from there. I went to Camp Bucca, South Iraq, and Kandahar, Afghanistan, and then went back to Tyndall. And when I was at Tyndall, I knew I wanted to be a civilian cop.
Okay.
I knew that since before I got out of the military. So we had Highway 98 that ran through our base.
Okay.
And we, as SPs, we had concurrent jurisdiction over that highway. That would be like out here at OBT, you'd have Orange County Sheriff's Office, OPD, and the military cops patrolling.
Oh,
because we
okay.
had jurisdiction over civilians.
Wow.
Which is very rare. And I got the niche for civilian law enforcement. I became a civilian cop while I was an active duty cop.
Wow.
At a small town called Mexico Beach Police Department that got wiped off the map during Hurricane Michael.
Wow.
Went up there and visited, and the police department was on its roof. It was horrible.
Oh my God.
So then I got out and became a Florida State Trooper. So yeah, during my time in the Air Force, got to travel, got to experience things. But I tell you, it was during those 4 years of my life that I feel I was paying the toll and the price to have a well-structured life.
Right.
And
See, no. So mine is the complete opposite when it came to the travel.
Okay.
Native New Yorker.
Okay.
All right, finished tech school. So where did they send me? Upstate New York to freeze my butt off.
Are you kidding me?
Rome, New York, Griffiths Air Force Base. Love that base, but they closed it since then.
I was going to say that's not even around anymore.
No, it's not.
The fact that and for those that are not very military savvy, it's not a common thing to be like going back to where you're from.
Right, exactly.
Usually they, like for me, I put my wish list, remember that?
Yeah, of course.
I put, at the time I was a little punk kid, I did not want to leave the country. I put all stateside bases.
Yeah.
I go to the opposite side of the world.
Yeah. Go figure.
It's like, come on, that's not where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
But I tell you, man, meeting people like you lets me know that at least there's something I'm doing right. Because we get to do and highlight stuff. People love seeing this. We get to stream and talk about our veterans. And the fact that you're willing to come talk to a news organization as often as you have with us, I appreciate it. I know this is not your second or third interview. I Googled your name.
Yeah.
You've popped up on a few other stations.
So I noticed.
A few other stations. But Mr. Rivera, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your service. I want to thank you for what you're continuing to do, not only for seniors, but veterans in our community. It means a lot to me. I'm a young guy that's done a lot of military law enforcement in his life. And I get guys that are my age that think I'm crazy, that haven't done what I've done because of the amount of respect and passion I have for people like you, for the vets that, it's a cliche statement, the giants in which shoulders we stand on.
Yes.
Because if it wasn't for them on this Memorial Day, we would not be able to complain about the things we complain about.
Absolutely.
We wouldn't be able to leave work today and go enjoy our homes. And I truly stand by that. So I want to thank you for everything that you continue to do. It's been a pleasure to meet your loving wife as well. Hope you guys have a nice drive back and find some good food because she's hungry.
Oh, absolutely.
I can tell. She's like,
yeah.
I'm like, what are you guys going to do the rest of the day? Find some food? Okay, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. So sir, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. If you need more information, make sure you guys head over to clickorlando.com, News 6 Plus, the News 6 app. And of course, visit Seniors Caring for Seniors. They have your website is Seniors Helping Seniors.
Yeah, Seniors Helping Seniors.
SeniorsHelpingSeniors.com. Check them out. If you want to get involved, I can almost guarantee that there is somewhere local to you that you can get involved. And if not, maybe you can start a Seniors Helping Seniors within your area.
There's over 200 locations throughout the United States.
There's definitely a spot that near you guys.
But that's a good starting point. SeniorsHelpingSeniors.com.
Perfect. Head over to that, guys. Thank you. Have an amazing and safe Memorial Day. Remember why we're celebrating today. It's for those that were in uniform that did not make it out of uniform, and that's why we don't say Happy Memorial Day. We just honor and remember Memorial Day with, of course, a little moment, and then with your family, of course. So you guys take it easy. Have a great day. We will talk to you guys later.